All right, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are tackling smart motion detection alerts in the DMSS app, and specifically how to get those alerts, for like humans and vehicles,
hmm
and all without needing to create an account. Yeah, no account. So to help us out, we've got a step-by-step guide and also a YouTube video transcript.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, should be good. This is one of those things where it's like you can do it, but it's kind of buried in the settings. But once you unlock it, oh, it's so
Oh,
much nicer.
for sure. I mean, most systems just, they send you like a million notifications for every little thing that moves.
Right, yeah.
With SMD, though, you can
Yeah.
you can finally be in control,
Yeah.
decide what's actually important enough to, to actually like get a notification for.
Yeah, cut through the noise.
Yeah.
So the guide, it calls out three key sections for getting this all set up in the app. First is alarm subscription, which is basically where you tell the app, like, okay, when do I actually want to get these alerts? So if you only want them at night while you're sleeping, boom, you can do that.
Yeah. And
Yes.
that's really what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Like it's minimizing that notification overload we all get.
Uh-huh.
You're not, constantly being pulled in a million directions.
Right.
The system should work around your schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the second section is motion detection, which is, pretty straightforward. It's where you pick which cameras you want to actually get alerts from.
Yeah, yeah. Like you're essentially like,
Yeah.
you're like putting together your own like
Yeah.
custom little security network.
Right, exactly. And then this is where it gets interesting. The guide talks about going into configure SMD settings, but this is like on the device itself, like
Yeah.
on your NVR or DVR or the camera. That's where the magic happens.
Yeah. This is where like, SMD can really shine.
Yeah.
Like you can literally tell the system, "Hey, only send me alerts when you see a person or a car."
Wait, so are you telling me I can finally get rid of those alerts every time a bird flies by the camera?
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
all about filtering out that useless stuff and, just getting you the information that you need.
Okay.
Like imagine your system only pings you when someone's walking up to your door or cars pulling into the driveway.
Okay.
No more random leaves blowing in the wind.
That's huge.
It is.
I mean, it's like having a guard dog that only barks when there's actually like a real threat.
Right. It's about, peace of mind,
Yeah.
knowing that
Yeah.
you're only going to get alerted when it really matters.
And that's where I think this YouTube video comes in handy. It actually walks through all these steps, like it mirrors the guide, but it's a lot more, I guess a lot more personal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the guy who made the video, he's really enthusiastic.
Nice. I like those kinds of videos
Me too.
where you can, tell they're into it.
Yeah. He really makes it feel like you've got a friend just kind of showing you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And one thing I really like that he pointed out is how you can actually like turn alerts on or off for certain cameras just right from the home screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
It is, for those times when you just need to quickly, like, make a change.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like, the app developers really thought about how people actually use it, made
Yeah.
it, easy to manage.
Yeah, it's not like buried in a bunch of menus.
Right.
Okay, so we've got the basic steps down. We've seen it kind of in action, with the video. Let's go back to those configure SMD settings on the device itself. The guide mentions some, more technical stuff here, like AI settings and SMD parameters. Oh,
Yeah.
what is that all about?
Okay, so that's where we can really fine-tune things,
Okay.
get the system working, like a well-oiled machine.
Okay, yeah. So break it down for me. What can we do on the device that we can't do in the app?
All right, so the guide walks us through getting to these AI settings, and then from there, you can dive into the SMD parameters,
Uh-huh.
and that's where you'll find the options for, like choosing your target type.
Okay.
And you've got two options there, human or motor vehicle.
So this is where we tell it what to actually look for.
Exactly.
That was-
Instead of just reacting to any motion,
Right.
you can be specific.
Yeah, right.
Say, hey, only alert me when you see a person or, a car.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I mean, that's way better than just basic motion detection.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is like next level stuff.
Yeah. I love these deep dives. Always uncovering like the hidden potential of technology.
It's the best part. It really is. And we haven't even talked about like sensitivity adjustments yet.
Oh, right. Sensitivity. So the guide mentions adjusting that on the device too. What's the deal with that?
So sensitivity is basically like, how much motion does it take to actually trigger an alert? To all be finding that
Yeah.
that sweet spot.
Yeah. Right.
Too sensitive, you're going to be getting alerts for everything, like a spider web blowing in the wind,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
yeah.
too low. And you might miss something important.
Okay, so it's like low.
Goldilocks, right?
It's like,
Not too hot, not too cold, just right.
you got it.
Okay.
And like each camera is going to be a little different, depending on where it is, how much light there is, how much activity is going on in that area.
Right. Makes sense.
Like a camera facing a busy street, it's going to need a different sensitivity than one that's, watching your backyard.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think the YouTube video actually shows some examples of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He really emphasizes like testing out different sensitivity levels
Yeah.
for each camera.
It's all about, trial and error.
Yeah.
But once you get it dialed in,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth it.
He also mentions that the app, it lets you, review the footage that was triggered by the alerts.
Oh, that's handy.
So you can, like, actually see what set it off.
Exactly. So then you can adjust the sensitivity, if you're getting too many false alarms or if you're missing stuff.
Yeah. You can fine-tune it.
Exactly.
It's like you're training the system to be smarter
I like that.
over time.
Yeah. This is way less intimidating than I thought, going into it.
Yeah, for sure.
Having the guide and the video, it's like
Yeah.
it's like having the instructions and then someone showing you how to actually do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like having all the right tools
Mhm.
and a good teacher.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of good teachers, the guy in the video, he mentions some additional resources at the end.
Yeah.
He even says he offers like personalized help for people who, need a little extra assistance setting everything up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He seems like he
Yeah.
really wants people to feel comfortable with their tech.
Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't be
Yeah.
a scary thing.
No, definitely not.
All right, so let's take a step back here. We started with this idea of getting smart motion detection alerts without an account. And we've gone through a lot of information.
Yeah.
We looked at the 3 key sections in the guide. We kind of unpacked the technical stuff
Yeah.
about configuring SMD on the device. And we even got that real world perspective from the YouTube video.
Right. It's like, we went from theory to practice.
Exactly. So we know how to, set specific times for the alerts, choose what we want to be alerted for, and then fine-tune the sensitivity. So we're not getting a million false alarms.
Exactly. And by doing all that, we're basically turning our security system
Yeah.
into something that's way more intelligent and responsive.
Yeah. It's like going from a generic security solution to something that's actually personalized and effective.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, right?
Totally.
It's about making technology work for us,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
And that brings us to the to the most important question. How can you actually use this knowledge? For your own security needs. I mean, we've covered so much. But it really comes down to like, what does this mean for you? How can you actually take this knowledge and,
Sure.
make your system work smarter, not harder?
Yeah, it's about really thinking about your needs. Like, what do you want to keep an eye on?
Right.
Maybe you've got like a delivery zone.
Yeah.
And you only want alerts for that specific area.
Okay.
Or maybe.
You want
I know. If someone's like messing around by your back gate after a certain time, there's so many possibilities.
It's like you're not just reacting to every little thing anymore.
Yeah.
You're choosing what's important, like having a personal security guard
Yeah.
who only tells you the stuff you need to know.
And it doesn't even have to be.
Yeah.
Like traditional security stuff.
Okay.
You could use this for anything, really.
Like what? Yeah.
Do you set it up to alert you when your kids get home from school?
Oh.
Or if you've got elderly parents living on their own,
Right.
you keep an eye on things, make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
It's really about, using technology to make our lives easier.
Yeah. And safer.
And safer, yeah.
And the best part is you don't need to be like a tech expert to do this.
No, not at all.
We've broken it down. The tools are all right there in the app.
Yeah, it's all there.
So, I mean, what are you waiting for? Go out there, experiment, see what you can do with this.
Have fun with it.
Yeah. Make it work for you.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this deep dive. Hope you found it helpful. And we'll see you next time.
For another deep dive into the world of tech.
See ya.